Hey everyone, I'm going to do the mid-monthlies with this tarot deck to sort of give you an idea of how it reads, what it looks like, a feel for it. The cards they're okay. They're nothing like too fancy. They're not like super great quality cardstock. They're not super horrible. You know, I've had worse. I've had definitely better, but it is what it is. I'm going to read with this deck to give you sort of an idea of what it looks like, what it reads like. This is the one I'm going to use. This is the one that I am giving away. All right. If you want a chance to win this deck, brand new in the package, you need to first make sure that you're subscribed. Second, go to the daily real message for April 16th. Comment hashtag legacy. Legacy of the Divine Tarot is the name of the deck. So make sure that you're subscribed. Go to the correct video. There will be a link in the description box. There will also be a pop-up near the end of this video that you can subscribe and follow that link to the daily real message, okay, for April 16th. Comment hashtag legacy. That gives you a chance to enter to win this deck if that's something you're interested in. Okay, so a pretty well made box. It's got the magnet piece that keeps it, you know, closed. I like the ones with the magnet better than the Velcro or nothing at all. It's got the ribbon to help you sort of get the cards out of here, as well as a pretty big, well made book. It looks to have a lot of information. I would say each description is at least a couple pages front and back. Okay, so there's that. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe and get over to the other video to comment. The cutoff for that is going to be on the 18th at midnight. I will announce the winner on the full moon. Okay, so that's going to be in the real message, the daily video for the real message on the 19th. On the day of the full moon is when I will announce the winner of that deck. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, possibly even Jupiter. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and maybe even Jupiter with the way that these readings have been coming out. This is going to be your mid-month for April. Okay, it's not going to resonate with everyone because it is general, but if I do resonate with you and you would like a personal reading, you can reach me at the links in the description box below. 3 ways to reach me, 3 ways to donate. A donation is required in order to receive or even schedule a reading. However, the amount is entirely up to you. There is no suggested amount. There's no minimum, no maximum, nothing like that. It is entirely up to you, whatever you feel it's worth for you at the time, whatever you can afford. All right. It is mid-month, but energy is fluid, so a little bit before, a little bit after. And then also remember that the energies in these readings are interchangeable, meaning it could be you or someone that you're dealing with. All right, so for cross-watcher, it could be talking about you versus the Scorpio. I almost said Libra. Whoa. So take note of that, but so it could be you versus the Scorpio. So wherever I say Scorpio, you know, just put yourself in place of that. Always take it as it resonates, only as it resonates. Don't try to make it fit. And here we go. In the pre-shuffle, I do see, well, that's probably why I almost said Libra, because I did see an offer being made that you might pass on that can do a lot for you and bring you something really good, okay? So Queen of Wands coming out with the Ace of Coins, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords in the reverse position, Page of Coins, Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. Let's see what's going on here. Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel like you have a lot of opportunity coming your way. A lot. A lot. I feel like you're running things. You are seeming to like step more. I always get this feeling like with Scorpio, I feel like you like step more and more into yourself and your power and your sort of seductive nature as the seasons go. I always get that sense with Scorpio, and that's what I'm seeing here too. I also see you have been presented with opportunity, okay, that has ignited a passionate side of you, reignited or ignited, period. that you are pondering on comes to mind. You're really thinking about. I'm sorry about my snoring dog over there, y'all. He's got a hard life, let me tell you. So yeah, I feel like you're taking this deep within, meditating on it and trying to figure it out. I don't know if that's good or bad. Sometimes it just is what it is. I definitely don't see you trying to charge forward quick. I see you taking it slow because it is something new for you, maybe immature, maybe just immature because it hasn't had a chance to reach full potential. With this Five of Wands energy though, I feel like you are argumentative, and I almost feel like that's with self, because the Seven of Swords comes in the reverse position with the Knight of Coins here coming under that Queen of Wands. The Seven of Swords coming in the reverse position, like, you really, really want to be sure that whatever this opportunity is what it seems to be. Temperance in the reverse position. With the High Priest. That High Priest and that Four Swords, I mean, you are like really making sure this is what it is and nothing else. I mean, this is, you know, Scorpio is already a natural investigator, but this is like super investigator mode. Super private eye. But within, you know what I mean? Like within the spirit realm, within self. With this Temperance coming in reverse, I feel like you feel like, Scorpio, that this offer, whatever it may be, this opportunity here, at least one of them, because again, I feel like you have many, but at least one of these has done something or made you feel a way where I feel like you're scared it's going to throw you off of balance, and you've worked very hard, and Scorpios naturally have a very loyal energy. You've worked very hard, you're very loyal, and I feel like you have a fear here that this offer may throw you off balance. Only if you let it. Only if you let it. With the Judgment coming in under that Knight of Swords, and the World coming in the reverse position. There may be a delay. I think initially, again, like I saw in the pre-shuffle, I think initially you turn this offer down, or you're trying to talk yourself out of it. It's like you make a final decision that causes a delay. I think you might go back and change your mind. We'll see. With the Moon. I feel like there's a lot of passion happening in the dark. There's something here that's got you reflecting on a certain situation or a certain type of behavior. Also, not everything has been revealed yet, but you are doing your best to get to the bottom of it. With this Nine of Coins in the reverse position, I mean, I feel like you're trying to talk yourself into believing that you're being hustled or you're being deceived. I don't necessarily see or know that you are, though. But I mean, whatever this is, you really want to make sure it's on the up and up. It almost feels like, well, it doesn't all, I mean, it really feels like you believe this thing has the power or the potential to throw you off balance if done incorrectly. Something's not complete. Yeah, this Eight of Coins. And it's like you've got to go back and do something over. Again, that could be like you made the final decision to put this off, like, no, not now, but it's almost like maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I should go back and rethink that. I feel like I want to change my mind now. something, I just feel like you, okay, sorry. It's almost like you feel like you need to go back and do something over again or revisit something. Whatever this is, I feel like you feel free when you do it, almost too free. Six of Swords in the reverse position. Yeah, I feel like you're having trouble laying down past baggage that has to do not necessarily with this instance in particular, but it's brought something up. Five of Swords in the reverse position. There again, I feel like, Ezra, please hush. I feel like you eventually give in. Knight of Cups in the reverse position. Yeah, it seems like there's this whole like giving up this battle and inner conflict and changing your mind and going ahead and deciding to go with the flow and go into the darkness and reflect on what's really there and take the chance that it might shake it up, because it's almost like you've worked so hard to get this structure. You've worked so hard to build this piece of you or part of your life or whatever this is for you, and whatever this is, whatever this opportunity that has presented itself, it looks like it shakes you to your core because it feels so natural and you feel so free when you do it. And because you have worked so hard to build this sort of structured way, when this comes, it's a little bit scary because you feel very, very free doing it. And maybe that didn't work out in the past with this Six of Swords. Maybe you're realizing you didn't let go of as much baggage as you thought you had. But again, I see you sort of giving up that inner conflict and that inner argument. And like, I don't always have to win. I don't always have to have it figured out, because I feel like your imagination was getting away with itself with this Knight of Cups in the reverse. And it's possible the offer's not legit. No, I just don't feel like that with this Chariot energy coming out. Lots of water for you, Scorpio, lots of emotion. Something has not just ignited your passion. That's one thing. And seeing for Scorpio, especially an evolved Scorpio, all of these things are very, very separate. Passion, sex, emotion, mental state, money, especially not a younger Scorpio. And I don't mean age, I mean energy, evolution, transformation, especially for an evolved Scorpio. These are very, very separate things because you learn to keep them very, very separate because you are such a raging ball of mess in your younger stages. You learn over time how to keep these things separate. And whatever this is has just, whoosh, you know what I mean? Really brought out and combined passion and emotion and your mind. Overall, like I said, I feel like you want to move forward with it, with this Chariot energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer, it could be dealing with a Pisces. Okay. You got a lot of fire out here. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Got quite a bit of Swords out here. Could be dealing with air. It could be anything. It could be anything. Three of Wands. Yes, overall, I feel like you go ahead and move forward and just see what happens. Because you've been avoiding a Tower moment. You've been avoiding letting anyone get to you on an emotional level. But someone has recently communicated something to you, and it's like And it's someone from the past. It is definitely someone from the past. I think you're worried that they're going to be a playboy. I think you may be stuck between a couple of people. You may have several options here. There's that Four of Cups energy. Like I said, there's going to be an offer made that I think you are going to initially want to pass on, but I think you change your mind. Many of you change your mind. So you're stepping into another you, like you've already been in your power, and you continue to step more and more in your power. And I think whatever this is, you didn't expect it, and if handled, like I said, if handled the wrong way, it has the potential to wreck everything. But I think, again, it's just how you handle it, okay? I don't think it's going to destroy you. I think if you go in with the understanding that there is hope, and let it flow, and let whatever it is be of its divine nature, just enjoy the experience for whatever it is. I think it's going to be okay. I think it just frightened you a little bit because it was unexpected. I think it maybe brought up some things that you maybe didn't realize were still there. Okay. Okay. Scorpio, mid-month, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Just breathe and shine. Just breathe and shine. And I think that's all it really is, Scorpio. Just breathe. Just take it as it comes. For some of you, that's a very literal statement. Seek the truth. And it's just hard for me to tell right now, Scorpio, if someone's actually out to deceive you, or if you are trying to prove to yourself that someone is trying to deceive you because of your own fears. Okay. I hear you. Okay, so it's both. It's both. Scorpio, you're dealing with multiple people. You're dealing with multiple connections. Scorpio, you have a lot of options. When doesn't Scorpio have a lot of options? It's stressing you out. So there is someone that is deceiving you. It's probably an air sign. But you also have someone that's not deceiving you. And it's probably an air sign as well. Could be anything, but there's a lot of air here. But also fire. I think of Leo when I see the sun. Could just be the passion that it ignites, or the way that it makes you feel, the happy that it makes you feel, sadness and isolation. You feel like this person can come to break your heart. And depending on which connection it is, because I do feel like you're dealing with multiple connections, Scorpio, one of them can break your heart. One of them may have already broken your heart. In fact, someone probably came from the past, said something, did something, I don't know, and then they just like disappeared again. You have a few people coming from the past, Scorpio. Which is bringing up things from the past. But overall, I feel like you're going to get what you want. It's just, like I said, if handled incorrectly, it can really disrupt things. Scorpio, detach. Gemini coming out. Told you it's an air sign. If you are dealing with a Gemini, it's probably karmic coming out with Capricorn. I would just continue to let things come to the light. But I think you already know. I think you already know, Scorpio. I think there's something nagging in the back of whoever this is that is trying to deceive you, or like, not feed on you, but feed on your, you give them something, you do something for them, and they do something for you, but it's like, you know where you are, they don't know where they are. I hope that probably doesn't make one bit of fucking sense. God, my dog snores so loud. You know what you want and what you offer and what you say is really real. And then there is this person that you were dealing with, and that is not the case. They're almost like living vicariously through you. They live out their fantasies and dreams through you, and that's all they are, is fantasies and dreams. Their heart is very shut off. They have a lot of karma still to work through, but understand that you are dealing with more than one connection, and you do have a connection here that's very real. You do have a connection here that is, well, I want to say it's from the past, but there's several here that are from the past. You keep getting that Nine of Pentacles energy. Overall, you're going to be successful, whatever you do. Again, handled correctly, and I think you will. Let's see if we can get anything else. Scorpio. It may not necessarily be an air sign. It could just be the way that they communicate, or the way that they portray or sort of carry out or communicate their thoughts. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person either. I feel like I need to make that clear. I feel like they're just confused. But if, again, they keep saying, if not handled correctly. I mean, I'm hearing that phrase over and over and over again, if not handled correctly. So it's like there's a way to handle this that can go south real fast. And there's a way to handle this where everybody gets what they need and lessons are learned and no one gets hurt. So Scorpio, in the beginning, you seem quite a bit on guard. I'm going to say rightly so. Rightly so. Okay, with this High Priestess in the reverse position and this King of Coins in the reverse position, I think the secrets are going to come out, all right? The instability and the insecurity and whatever this is. What is going on with this King of Coins anyway? What's going on with that? Five of Coins in the reverse position. Somebody doesn't want to be left out in the cold. Somebody trying to portray they have more money than they actually have. Definitely love triangle. Definitely something from the past. This person from the past, which it's, hopefully you know which one I'm talking about, because I feel like you're dealing with several connections from the past, Scorpio. There is definite karmic shit and love triangles going on here, and secrets. They do come out though. The secrets do come out. I feel like, again, with this star card, and I feel like they're trying to heal themselves through you, or they're trying to satisfy something through you, which would be one thing if they were being honest about it, but I'm not sure that they're necessarily being honest about it. Virgo, Aquarius coming out. Two of Wands. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's your decision. You hold the key. And you have at least two connections here that have your attention, Scorpio. There's probably more than that, but there's two very strong connections here. Seven of Swords. Again, reverse position. the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. You're not going to get what you want out of one. And you know what? Because these connections are so close and so long lasting, I almost get the sense that you're having trouble deciphering which one is real and which one is not, because they are both real in their own way. I feel like one of these people is just very confused, and they're not handling things maybe necessarily the best way or the way that they should. And you're picking up on it, Scorpio. You're picking up on it, and on accidentally, you know, sort of transferring it or not knowing exactly where to place it, with which person to place it with. So I feel like that's definitely going on for some of you. Again, these are general. They're not going to resonate with everyone. Let's see if we can get something else before we end it out. Does Scorpio have a real connection? Gemini comes out again in the reverse position. If you're dealing with a Gemini, I just saw yellow caution tape and a like yellow flashing light. You know when there's a wreck on the road, and they put up that light to like make you slow down. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, maybe approach with caution. I want to just, I mean, if you don't feel like you can handle it, just walk away altogether. But if King of Coins coming out again in the reverse position, maybe walk away altogether. But again, I just don't necessarily feel like the person's a bad person. I just feel like they're going through some shit with the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. So whoever this is, they definitely are feeding you bullshit. And I feel like they know they're feeding you bullshit. Yeah. With the Temperance in the reverse position, I feel like they can't help themselves, even though like we both know they can, right? Okay, that's a card for Sagittarius coming out as well. With the Empress in the reverse position. Okay, they're in a relationship. They're in a relationship. Definitely. It's not just like they're dating other people. They are in a solid relationship. And they're depressed as fuck. Their relationship is broken. They're depressed. They don't know how to leave. They want a divorce. They want out. Gemini and Libra coming through. Very, very strong for you, Scorpio. They want balance. They want truth. They want these things. They probably, this person that they're in a serious relationship is either the mother or the father of their children. And they don't know what to do or how to do it. They just know that you satisfy something inside of them for the time being. So if you are dealing with this, if this is resonating with you and they're telling you they're going to leave or they're going to come to you or they're going to this and this, blah, 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 blah. Womp, womp. That's what womp, womp. I'm not saying they're a bad person. I just, know what you're dealing with. That's all. Know what you're dealing with. Okay. Lots of fire, lots of passion. Three of Coins in the reverse position. The Ten of Swords. Someone does not intend to work on a home. They're deceiving you. They're lying to you. They're making the reckless decisions. They're not ready to take a leap if they are telling you that, man, Gemini. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio, nothing happens there. They're too broken not to say. Again, I just have to reiterate, like, they're not a bad person. This is a definite connection. But there's just too much going on. They're too confused, and it's confusing you in the process. All right, let's try to get something else. Let me switch the deck. I know if you're dealing with a Gemini, they're confused, they're fucked up. Approach with caution, don't do it. They're lying, they're deceiving, they're in a relationship. I get it. I don't want to know about the Gemini, I want to know about something else. Okay. Libra, Pisces, Capricorn. This person also seems to be, well, on one side, there's someone here that is lying. Okay. But there's also someone here that is releasing fear and trying to do right. It's like this Queen of Swords comes to cut through the bullshit. She cuts through these lies. This person could be fighting addiction, or they could also have toxic bonds. This could be a toxic bond. I don't know about that though, because no, I don't think so. I don't think this is a toxic bond. I feel like this person has addictions or toxicity in their life, and this Queen of Swords comes to cut through it, because there's very fast communication and a very real connection and love here. Also, someone is traveling quite a distance to see this person. The Emperor coming out in the reverse position. Could be dealing with an Aries. I feel like they aim to control the situation so that they don't get hurt again, and it's leaving them more confused. And it's leaving you more confused. I want to know more about this. What is this? Because there's definitely a connection. There's definitely communication. There's definitely someone traveling. If they haven't traveled to see you yet, I wouldn't be surprised if you see them in a week or two, maybe even 3. Aquarius coming out. Someone feels hopeless. 7 of Swords coming in the reverse position. You know what, Scorpio? I feel like you've been deceived so much in the past, or you've deceived someone so much in the past, that you're having trouble moving on from this. You're having trouble having hope in anything, okay? That you're blocking your own way. You're standing in your own way. You're the holdup. You do have several options here. Knight of Swords. This person will rush forward as soon as you let him. As soon as you give this person the green light, they rush forward. Yeah. I think you should let this go. Like, you already know what's going on with one party, and I think you know where to place the feeling that you're feeling. Like I said earlier, I feel like there maybe was a time where it was coming so strong you didn't know where or who to place it on, but I feel like you do now. The 10 of Cups in reverse coming over, or I'm sorry, under the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, it's this Devil energy. Shh, 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 shh. Devil energy coming out again. Capricorn. The Knight of Wands coming like this. They're in and out. They're back and forth. They're hot 1 minute, cold the next. Or maybe it's you, Scorpio. Maybe you're hot one minute and cold the next. Queen of Cups. Check your emotions, Scorpio. Check your emotions. May be hard to do. This may be a divine thing here, Scorpio. They want to work on something. I think you do too. I think you do too. Why is this devil out here? Why is the devil out here? I want to know. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. The Fool, Two of Cups, and the King of Cups in reverse. With the Nine of Pentacles. And the Hierophant in reverse. With the Six of Cups and the Judgment. Y'all, please stop. That's enough. It may be a karmic connection. I just don't feel, it doesn't feel like it is, but it feels like you feel like it is, or you're trying to convince yourself it is. Go within, go within. It looks like for now, everyone is okay with sort of going about this in an unconventional way. But there's definitely a connection here. And it almost feels like playful. Maybe it's because nobody really knows how to take it. Maybe neither party is ready to do this. Scorpio, I don't think I've ever had a reading for Scorpio that's so fucking confusing. I mean, this is really confusing. Someone's juggling something here. There's a lot that points towards karma. This may be an opportunity to let go of karma, and it looks like you're avoiding it. You're not learning your lesson. You're very back and forth. You want to accept the offer. You don't want to accept the offer. You want to make the offer yourself, but then you don't. Your head, Scorpio. Scorpio. Ezra, please stop. There is a definite connection here, a strong, solid, divine connection. But it involves you going out on a limb completely in the dark. Scorpio. It involves you making a decision. Libra comes out again. But so does Capricorn. But I mean, there's this definite love, and the love is communicated not just through words, but through action. Someone is traveling or thinking about traveling, and you know what, Scorpio, you probably have a few people thinking about traveling to see you. This is so confusing. I don't even know if I want to load this. But it's like, it is what it is. Like, if the energy is confusing, then it's confusing, right? Scorpio, you're just gonna have to go into the unknown right now. You're stagnant. You don't want to take this offer. Well, I'm not gonna tell you you've got to do anything, but I feel like you should take the offer. There's an offer here being made that I think you're gonna regret it if you don't take it. I think you're gonna regret it if you don't take it. And I think the scariest part is because you're so used to knowing, and you just don't know with this one. You just don't know. I don't think it's going to be all that bad, Scorpio. Take a chance. Take a chance. Keep your emotions in check, though. I will say that. Definitely keep your emotions in check. And I will also say be very present in the moment. Don't try to make it anything that it is or isn't. Just be there for the experience and let it ride. I love you, and that's what I have for you.